There are moments when life becomes too heavy, when the noise around us grows louder than our own thoughts, when every message, every responsibility, every unfinished task feels like a hand pulling us underwater. And sometimes, without even noticing, we begin to run. Not away from the world, but towards something quieter. This is a story about the places we escape to. Not physical places, but the invisible ones that live inside us. The landscapes we enter when reality becomes too sharp to touch. We escape in simple ways. Small things, tiny decisions that feel harmless. Checking the phone for the 20th time, scrolling without looking, replaying old memories, imagining different lives, dreaming in the middle of the day with our eyes still open. Some escapes are soft, some are dangerous. All of them are human. There is the escape of silence. When you sit alone in a room, not because you enjoy the solitude, but because the world outside feels too bright, too fast, too demanding. You close the door, not to shut people out, but to breathe in an air that belongs only to you. You sit, you stare at nothing, and for a moment, the pressure fades. There is the escape into memories. We visit old places in our minds, childhood summers, the first home we remember, someone's laughter we can no longer hear in real life. Memories are a kind of time travel, a way to step outside the present, not because the present is unbearable, but because the past feels like a softer planet. There is the escape into imagination, the life you could have lived, the choices you almost made, the alternate version of you that took the risk, moved to another country, loved differently, spoke louder, or stayed silent when it mattered. We build entire universes in our heads, worlds with better timing and cleaner endings. There is the escape of movement. Some people drive without a destination. Roads become a therapy session. The rhythm of wheels on asphalt becomes a heartbeat they can trust. A car at night is one of the last private spaces left in the world. You roll down the window, feel the cold air hit your face, and suddenly the version of you sitting in that seat feels different from the one drowning in the chaos of daily life. There is the escape of walking. No headphones, no companion, just footsteps. Left, right. A conversation with the world that requires no words. Sometimes you don't walk to reach somewhere. You walk to blur yourself, to dissolve into movement, to let your thoughts rearrange themselves quietly, like birds finding formation in the sky. There is the escape into stories, series, movies, books, games. Whole universes designed to take us away from the weight we carry. Characters who suffer in our place. Worlds where danger is scripted and survivable, where endings exist, where the unknown becomes beautiful instead of terrifying. There is the escape into sleep. Not the gentle sleep of rest, but the heavy sleep of avoidance. When the bed becomes the only place that doesn't ask anything of you. When dreams feel safer than decisions. When waking up feels like returning to a life you didn't choose. There is the escape of habits that slowly turn into addictions. Not always substances. Sometimes attention. Sometimes validation. Sometimes isolation. Sometimes a person. We escape into things that make us feel in control, even if the control is an illusion. Even if the escape becomes another cage. There is the escape into fantasy. Imagining the version of yourself that is stronger, crueler, kinder, freer. We escape into the people we wish we were, the people we fear becoming, and the people who might have saved us if they had existed. But the deepest escape of all is the escape into the future. The quiet belief that things will one day be different, that there is a version of tomorrow where the pain we carry today will make sense, where the wounds will feel like old stories, not open doors. Sometimes hope itself is an escape, a beautiful one, a necessary one. And here is the truth the world rarely tells you. Escaping is not weakness. It is survival. It is breathing underwater. It is finding a window when every door is locked. It is the mind protecting itself in the only way it knows how. Nobody escapes forever. Nobody stays gone. Eventually, the world calls us back. But when we return, we often come back a little different, a little calmer, a little stronger, a little more ourselves. We run to these invisible places not to disappear, but to remember who we are when nobody is watching. And sometimes that is enough.